Good morning, traders. This is a live trade recap. I took 3 trades this morning. I have them all on video. We're going to go over everything right now. I got these off the Webull's Top Gainers screener, as always. These were the this UTSI was the #1 volume stock, and it was the #1 top gainer when I pulled it up on the list. I'm tracking the volume now at 401, which was 13,000. And after I have done that for about 100 times, then I might be able to come up with a correlation between volume right at 4 a.m. and whether or not the day is going to be green or red. So we'll see how that plays out in the future. Right now, here's UTSI. I've marked out the previous high. You can see it's trading above it, and it's trading above, and I don't show it here in the video, but it's trading above the previous day as well. So that's my criteria to look for an entry. So right now I'm waiting for a pullback. So there's the pullback. So as soon as a candle makes a new high, 1 minute candle makes a new high, I get in here, right there. So you can see I'm hovering over this candle. The high is 211. So it goes 212, 213, and then I hit my hotkeys. It happened pretty fast. Let me show you in real time. Kind of missed it there. Yeah, a little bit slow. That's my fault. But I think the fill would have been similar no matter what, and that's near ideal. I wanted 212, so that's only 2 cents slippage. That's 1% on a $2 stock. So that's not bad at all. My offset is 3 cents anyway, so. And then here I'm using my 2-hour calculator. So my profit target is 238. And right away the price is up above my entry, which is always a good sign. Then it does some choppiness. And now it comes down and stops me out right away. The only good thing is that I hit my sell all key on my hotkeys right as it hit 202, and it popped up to 203, so slippage worked in my favor that time and saved me 32 cents, I guess. So that trade failed. And then my plan says that when something like that happens, as long as this is still the #1 volume traded stock, or as long as it's in the top 3 still, that I have to get in on the next entry. So that's what I'm looking for right now. And I'm also bringing this down to, if the price came below this level, I wouldn't be able to look for a trade, because that means the ABCD pattern has failed. So at this time, GALT popped up on the top gainers list, and it was now the #1 top gainer. You can see this was #1, but it's been overtaken by GALT. At this point, I think it was number 4 or 5 volume-wise, but if it's the #1 top gainer, I put it on the watch list, and as long as I see volume coming in, then I look for a trade. So you can see that the previous high is right here, and right now it's breaking up above it, and obviously it's trading above the previous day, so it meets all my criteria to look for an entry. And then this one's looking like it's about to give me the next entry, which would be for the break of this candle here, which the high is 207. So if I see 208 or better, I have to get in. So basically, yeah, those 2 candles kind of did the same thing. So there I am at 208, and the stop loss is below the previous entry. I put my line out there. I can see where my stop is if I need to take it, and I kind of focused up on this one because I didn't know when it was going to give me the entry. So let's fast forward a little bit. So obviously it wasn't going to give me an entry right away, and so I used my 2-hour calculator to put in my profit target. So this thing has a lot of volume, and it's a very low float. I think 40 million shares. Not very low float, but it's a low float. So now I'm just waiting for the pullback. Of course, my eyes are kind of ping-ponging around the chart because this one, although it pops up above my entry, keeps coming back down, so I have to keep an eye on both charts. Alright, so just like always after the pullback, which this one has a nice obvious pullback, the first time a 1 minute candle makes a new high, which happens right here, the high of this candle is 309. So if I see 3010, I want to get in or better. So there's 310. You can see I hit my hotkeys immediately, and took a second to get filled there because there was a lot of buying power pushing the price up, and I think it got to 314 there really quickly, which is 1 cent past my offset. So I got filled at 313. So again, 1% slippage on the way in. That's nothing. That shouldn't make or break a trade. And my profit target here was 345. And this thing has like all the signs of, that it could take off. But even in that scenario, there's always a possibility that it doesn't. Especially this month, it seems like nothing is working. And it looks like it's going to stop me out right there. But, my plan says that I have to hold until this line is broken, right? I always put this 1 cent above my stop loss so that it's an easy visual aid. If the price comes down and touches it, I know to get ready, because if it comes below it, then I have to stop out. So let's fast forward a little bit. You can see what's going over here. Here's a perfect example on UTSI. Right now it's touching the stop loss, but my stop loss is actually 1 cent below. So it works out really well visually. And there, as soon as it comes down, I hit my sell all key. I get filled exactly where I want to on the stop loss. So it's a good trade, even though unfortunately I didn't make any money. But well executed, good plan, and I stuck to it. That's the only thing that's working out this month, is that I'm following my plan and my strategy 100%, not breaking or bending any rules. And when the trading is tough like it is this month, that is more important than ever. As soon as you start to get frustrated and you try to make back your losses or revenge trade or anything like that, that's when you can get yourself into real trouble. So look at this thing now. It looks like it's taken off. So I put my profit target out, 345. It looks like it's almost guaranteed to get hit. So went all the way up to 340, which is 1 cent, or just 5 cents below my profit target. Now it comes back down all the way to my position, my entry. It's teasing me here. So I have to get rid of that order just in case it stops me out now. And look at that, it comes down, bounces off. Again, I have to wait till it comes down below that red line. And then it's coming up pretty quickly here. So I remember I took my eyes off the chart for a split second. So I want to see this in real time. So my stop loss is 297. Okay, Yeah, so you can see how long it took me to hit my sell all keys, and that was because, like I said, I looked away for a split second. I think I was looking at my laptop on the screener, which that's my fault. I know I saw it at 302, and then the next thing I knew, it was below my stop loss level. I just want to see. So there I can't do anything. I'm just imagining if I was looking at the chart, what may have happened. It has to hit 297 or lower for me to stop out. Okay, so more than likely the outcome would have been the same, because you see how quickly it jumped down to 293 and the bid is 292. That's where the sell is. So I would have been filled at 292 no matter what. It doesn't make it okay that I, missed that, but it just makes it so the outcome would have been the same either way. So anyway, that's it. And all I can say is I don't know what's going on this month. I'm doing everything right, following the plan and the strategy 100%, and I'm not going to change that. And the best thing is that I am following it, and I'm taking my stop losses, because look what's happening. What if I got frustrated or said, you know what, these have to work out. They're just stopping me out by 1 cent, and let me hold on to these, and look what happens. And this thing I think did the same thing. I'm not sure. It might have come back up now, but we'll see. Nope, it's still below my stop loss. And you can see where UTSI is way down here. So this is why you don't hold and hope. If your stop loss gets hit, you just take it and take the loss, because if you do that, you have a chance of recovering. So the loss today was 10.18. And I mean, this is like worst case scenario for me, is when I lose these 3 trades in a row. And normally, so far, that's only happened 2 times each month. And this month, it's happened a bunch of times. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So it's already happened 2 times more than the average. And out of all of these trades, I've taken 20 trades so far. I've only won 4. So my win rate is only 20%. When you're trading 2R, break even is 33% theoretically. So, I'm kind of not that far from getting back to break even, but things obviously have to turn around. But I hate to try to put lipstick on a pig here, but if there's any good news, it's that I'm able to sustain all of these losses and not blow up the account. You can see I started the month 721, we're down 680. Back in the day, I used to be able to wipe out a month's gains and one bad trade or doing something stupid. And at least now, I'm doing everything right and taking my stop losses, and that's making it so that these losses are sustainable. Assuming that things turn around eventually. You can see each day, here's my percent change in the account. I've never even hit 2% as far as a single day's loss, so that's a good thing. And I don't want to. I want to be around, maybe a 1% average loss if I'm taking losses. So anyway, just a reminder, this is what March looks like. It was almost the exact opposite. The first 2 weeks were pretty much all green, and then kind of chopped around for the rest of the month, but came away with 10.5% profit. Right now we're down. I need to update the percent. It's probably around 5%. So we could still come back from that and possibly end the month green, small green, or break even. Or even if it's red, it's red. I'm going to keep trading the exact same way, because that's the only way we're going to know in the long run if this thing works. I've already tested it for really since the end of October, and well over 150 trades proving that it works. But right now is the first drawdown. So, and that's going to happen. You can have a great system that works in the long run, but you can end up with a red month here and there. The main thing is that over time and over the year that you're green. So I'm just going to keep doing what we're doing and let the statistics play in our favor. So, all right, guys, let me know if you have any questions about this trade or any other. I'd like to remind you, always take your stop losses no matter what, just like I had to do today and many days this month, and then honor your profit target. And in the long run, you should be green. Take care.